Hi guys, we're back. This is Dety and Mimi. This is Dety and Mimi review things.
Yeah.
We're going to do 2 episodes of, obviously you missed us last week, so yeah, 2 episodes.
Marvel was up to something. I don't know.
What was that also?
I don't know what you were doing, but you were tired.
Guys, life is exhausting. Okay. So 2 episodes, episode 16 and 17. We pick up where we left off. David Gates, what's their couple? Madison.
Ugh.
Madded.
Madded is right.
So we live off with Madison hiding in the bathroom, and Michelle comes and she's like, so do you want to explain yourself? And she's all like, Madison's all like, do you want to talk or do you want to listen? And Michelle says like, I'm pissed, like obviously talk. Then finally Madison now says that she likes David. Then David is doing at the door doing protector, he's saying that, oh yeah, we like each other, wanting to sing.
He was being an aggressor, I'm sorry.
Oh, but protecting Madison was aggressive to Michelle, but was protecting Madison, right? So Madison said that they got to know each other from time spent at the gym, unexplored connection, but they just told each other they just like themselves. David is still hanging around, like, I don't know, because he's adding to the conversation, we're not sure why. And Michelle is pissed and walks to her room. Emma and Camille go to Michelle in her room. She tells them everything, and then she has to just be Michelle and say, I wish them all the best in his parents' basement. And everybody's like, we get you being given your barbs, but once again, he never said he was going to move anybody he's seen to his parents' basement. We get it, they are bitter that he lives in his parents' basement. It reminds you of your past, whatever, but like, girl. Anyways, MM2 is ready to leave, so they leave. Then Madison does a personal recording and talking about how she feels bad and she cares about Alan. Girl, you care about who?
She's such a liar.
You mean David?
Because like yesterday you told Alan you were going to jump off.
Yeah.
And dive
You're
in.
like, yeah, I still see something here. I mean, that's why I'm still
She
here.
was planning to just on the decision day just bamboozle that kid. Let's make this very clear that Madison was not going to break up with Alan.
She wasn't.
It was not in her plans. I don't care what she says.
No, she never said she would plan to do it.
Yeah, she was not planning. She was going to break up with him on decision day and then go be with David.
Yeah.
This was not her plan.
Yeah.
So all this having backbone and biting and
no, she doesn't have no backbone.
Bark like
Which
it's.
But
No, she has bites in the next episode. Yeah. So all this,
newly found teeth. It's new.
Yeah,
it's new teeth that just grow. Milk teeth.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, I understand why they put the penalty of like, oh, if you leave early, you pay or whatever. But this is what it brings, because if there's no penalty, I'm very sure that half of these people would have walked away.
Do you know why I don't believe that?
No, half of the whole show, not half.
Yeah, well, do you know why I don't believe that?
One would definitely walked away. That's for
no. Let me tell you why I don't believe for some of them doing. It's not because of the partner thing. It's because of the reality TV show of it all and being on TV and like having your 15 minutes of fame to the fullest. It's not about anything else. Trust me. The only reason they would stay, is for their 15 minutes of fame to be complete.
That's not like Juan would have left.
Except from because already, like, she already is established or whatever, like, and this thing. He has, like, businesses that he's running. Like, now, everybody has seen that game center and that thing that he has on TV. People, if people want to have a party or whatever, he's done his job. He's promoted his business to the max. Carla, I really wish she got herself together and like showed us when she was going to be doing her sound bath, healing or whatever. Because she had to get something out of this. She didn't get a marriage, right? You got to get something out of this and like financially secure, so because you don't have a place to live. Like, I wish she was thinking far ahead, but girl was not. Because
no, so you can't
have seen her at least once doing a sound bath. Never did that. She did hair in the bathroom. Doing a sound bath class or something. Like, you should have rented, like, talk to your friend, like, oh, can I get your studio for a day and have a class? And then we can split the proceeds or whatever. Talk to someone. But, like, anyway, whatever. Because I'm thinking that if you didn't get married out of this, you better get something else out of it. She got business
advice now.
Yeah, no.
No, because the reason why I don't feel. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying that they would have still separated because in previous seasons they separated. So definitely these ones, all of them just stayed like, we're going to make it to decision day, and I think there's that penalty that they're over their head. I think if they say you can separate, but you just still keep filming and come for events, a lot more people.
But I still feel like after watching so many of these love reality shows, it's like the longer you are in a couple, the more the camera is on you, the more the camera is paying attention to you. Do you get?
That's not true.
Like,
That Camille and Thomas barely got airtime.
they're boring. It's not about that. The other, remember, I'm so sorry. I like Camille. I really do. And it's just they're not boring.
That's my point. So you
they're not
can't
boring
know.
but you can't
You
know.
can't know
But one
what's
and
where
one
you
and one
Carla.
and Carla are interesting.
Yeah, but that's not to say that you
There's
can't
an
know.
interesting dynamic there.
You can't know how they'll put you.
That's what I'm
how
saying.
they'll
That's what I'm saying.
portray
But
you.
knowing human beings and being a bit of gamblers, they will want to stay on to see if they make it, and because they don't know what the producers are editing. Do you get? So they want to take their gamble and be like, okay, because I just don't believe strongly. Like, forget about the whatever they signed on the dotted line that you can't leave. Let's just say in a world where that was not there. I just don't believe strongly that, because I don't like being awkward.
People have been living, but people have been living.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I don't like being in an awkward situation, personally. And for people to stay in an awkward situation for almost 8 weeks, I'm like, what is the other incentive as to why you would stay? Let's say that they didn't have that, have to stay.
They don't stay.
Yeah.
Then they don't stay. That's my point. They don't
stay.
They don't
because
stay.
it's for the people that stay.
No, the people that stay. I think the money thing is really playing a part. If they remove that money thing,
the money
if they remove that money,
and
I promise you.
And now that we know that
half of
they get paid per episode, so
they've increased the amount they pay them.
Yeah,
now.
so I mean, imagine 10 episodes to 27. That's So I'm just wondering, like, what is your incentive to stay in an awkward situation?
Money. Yeah. It's all about the money.
But anyways, yeah. Oh God, sorry. I just see something like, before we show you guys, we see the lineup. I just looked this way and saw someone that triggered me.
Trigger warning. Anyways, so anyways, Madison thinks I don't understand whatever. Camille and Thomas are debriefing. Mm-hmm. Thomas is like, I can't do his voice well, but he just sounds very like
sleepy.
Yeah, like thinking about all these things, and like I'm just so disappointed in David. Like, why would he do that?
Too much excitement.
And then he said like too much excitement. It's like that. I used to be Team David, and then he said this dumbest thing I've ever heard. Damn Team Michelle. I said who?
It is what it is.
Even is not Team Michelle. Okay.
Look, let me tell you something.
Nobody. It's not Michelle versus David. It never was.
You know why? David has this.
No, Thomas is lost. Thomas is lost.
Thomas has this. You lied to me, bro. We're not bros anymore.
That's cool.
So now I'm Team Michelle.
That's what I'm saying. It's only Thomas, because I'm like, you're sleeping. You must be sleeping.
I think Thomas thought they had to pick teams.
Exactly. Like nobody. Even your wife will not pick the.
I don't think you need to pick a team, because clearly you don't need to be. Yes, exactly. You don't need to be on David's team.
And you can't be on Michelle's team. I'm sorry. She didn't. The experts
I'm Team Allen. I'm Team MM. I don't care. By the way, I know we're going to go there. I do not care what MM did. I'll put that out there right now. I don't care.
Either of the two things. I don't care.
I don't care.
Iki has been doing his own things.
Yes,
and
so it doesn't show nothing.
It just shows that she's a human being.
She's in a situation where there was no win.
Yeah, and the experts too were not really providing her the support.
I don't care. And if she comes to reunion and she blasts him, I don't care.
I'll be there for that. And I want that to go off the cuff.
Let's make it obvious. I don't care.
I want her to go off the cuff this time around. Don't write letter. Just blast from your soul.
We've been very objective. I don't find any objectivity in at all. There's nothing to be objective about.
And every time she burst out, you see what I have to deal with.
The one time we were like, okay, don't ask this question, was when they had that picnic. I'm like, let's just keep it cool. Light. Yeah, that's the only time. Like,
my only comment is that she doesn't ask keep it light. True.
That was the only time. Ever since that time, he's been moving mad. So no,
he's crazy.
We don't care.
He's lack self-awareness. Mm-hmm. And he definitely needs the list of therapists she recommended to him. He needs to pick one ASAP.
He gives high school boy vibes, like.
That's give credit to me. I feel like 6-year-olds, but give him credit. So he looks like a 6-year-old that will trigger you, and then will be like, see, I told you he was mean. See, I told you. That's what he's giving me, like children, like a child vibe. Like he's not giving me even like a teenager vibe. It's just giving like a child.
I've been in this. Do you know what's funny? I've been in a similar situation, not relationship wise. I remember when I was like shortly after uni, working at the Bay, and this white lady came. It's very important to the story. Okay. This white lady came to return some bedding, and when I started working there, the rule was that you can't return bedding, right? So, so she was trying to return it, and then I was like, oh, I don't know, but let me. Then she obviously white lady, can I get a manager? So, manager comes and she just also another white lady just knew that I know what this is about to be. Just return it for her so that all of us can have peace. So when we return it for her and she leaves, the rest of us obviously gossip about her. And we stay there at my cash, and she's talking to me like obviously telling me that obviously you're right, Tola, but don't feel bad about the way she was behaving. Da, da, da. And the other associates were also talking like don't feel bad. Da, 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 da. No, they are like this, crazy. Da, da, da. So we had a kiki, we laughed, and we moved on. And then everybody, I went back to my like, oh, because you have to walk around and make sure everywhere is clean. So me, I was walking around, making sure this woman popped out from nowhere and whispered in my ear, "I told you I was gonna they were gonna take you back," and left. And I'm like, you waited. We had a long conversation. We returned your stuff. You left. We saw you leave.
No,
we sat around. We were talking. This lady stayed in the store and was hiding somewhere, waiting for everybody else to leave so that she could tell me in my face, I told you they were good. And I'm like, are you well? Yep. This is what you're going to spend your day doing? Yep. I was stunned. I was just like, what? That is the vibe Ike gives me. Like, you linger around just to be like, I told you so. Yeah. I'm like, you didn't tell me so. You're crazy. It's the reason why we just said leave. You didn't win. Everybody else agrees with me. But just like, go away. It's not worth it. Obviously, we're not going to sell the sheets. It's probably going to like be like a loss or whatever. Yeah, but it's okay. It's built into the price of things or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's the vibe that Ike gives me. Like, I'd never experienced anything that crazy in my life before, but
sorry, he behaves like a white woman, like a WW.
That's the vibe he gives. He like, told you they were gonna take it back in my ear. I'm like, girl, personal space about like this guy said boundaries. Boundaries, please. But yeah.
No, it's crazy.
I digress.
Yeah. Don't worry. We're not going to be sitting for a while. So so next time you see Juan coming down and David is on the couch sleeping, and he's like, Juan is, Mr. Chipper, do you want food, coffee, whatever? Tell us that she knows this, that David is still wearing his wedding ring. That's
insanity.
Then Juan just tells him that what you did was wrong because you didn't have to do it this way. Alan's your friend. You could have left your marriages and then come together. And on, but it's not about it's not it's like nobody is mad that you guys like each other. Mm-hmm. It's just about how you went about it and doing it to your friend.
You can like each other. Whatever.
Yeah, it's like that. He advised him to just own up to what he did. That just give Alan some time, then just try to reach out to apologize, and then he tells them point blank that they are starting on a bad note but he should not take all the blame. That Madison also and I like that Juan has to point that out because I think that everybody was really piling on David and I'm like no. The Madison of it all is worse. Okay,
she had a good partner.
Yes, and I was making efforts, spending money, spending time, everything. Mm-hmm. The Madison of it all was says like that. But he said that they're starting on the bad news because both of you are liars or have lied and start the relationship. And usually, how you start is kind of important. And
it will just be like a ghost that haunts you guys. Yeah. Even if you stay in the relationship. Any little thing that David does, like maybe smiles or talks to a little long with a woman,
you can start being suspicious because they're like, oh well, that's how we started. At the gym or night, somebody else at the gym.
Exactly.
It's so unless they actually go to therapy and deal with everything and understand that they lied to be together.
Yeah, I think that therapy would have been the best to start. And do you know what I believe? If they want their relationship to work, is stop being defensive and own up to what you guys did fully, admit it fully. The half-ass apologies you're giving Alan, the lies that you're giving the experts, just tell the truth fully and be like, you know what, you guys are right, we were wrong, what we did was wrong, we did, because this is the second time around. You get many chances, you had a chance before, you didn't take it. Okay, now just admit it fully, we did this today, so you can move into your relationship. Michelle, that's all she wants, whatever, but just tell her fully, okay, Michelle, you're right, I did this, I'm sorry, because don't give her any legs to stand on anymore. Do you get? Just tell her fully, I did this, I did that, you're right. And don't be mean to her. You're looking like a villain.
Yeah.
Like, just be nice and say, you know what, Michelle, you're right. I'm very sorry. Please take my apology. Don't come at her like, well, she was not nice. No, you can't pipe up at someone. We'll get there, but don't pipe
But you
up.
can't say, "Don't please take my apology," because what if you don't want to take them?
Then that's it. Tables have turned.
But
She doesn't have to accept your apology.
Exactly.
That's
That's
right.
that's
But the fact that you offer it wholeheartedly and tell the full truth, then after that is done, do the couples therapy, and then see where the relationship leads. I think that those would be the best like parts
steps,
to go through. Yeah, because you're starting your relationship on a lie. You still haven't admitted fully what you guys did. Like, let's be real with ourselves.
Yeah. Anyway, so next David goes to Madison, they hug, now gets on the bed, and people are like, the bed that Alan was sleeping in last
David does not care. Watching this back, that guy does not care. He talks to people. He's so rude. I can't stand. I don't like rude people.
I don't even know
He's so rude.
what's the word of rude is even a kind word. What's the I don't even know what there's the term for it. I don't know what the term is.
Yeah.
It's not even that. It's just like it's the not caring. It's
He's
the...
nonchalant too. Yes, he doesn't. Yeah.
So he asked her like, "What's the plan?" And she like, "I want to talk to people in smaller groups." Then I talked to Alan and Michelle. Then he told her that Alan and Michelle have left. Since Madison is such a coward, she doesn't even know who's in the house.
He ran into the room and hid herself.
Yeah, she did. She's a coward. Anyway, so when she eventually calmed down, she sees Camille, Thomas, Carla, and Juan in the kitchen. Carla is like, "What happened? I was sleeping. I don't know."
She got a beauty rest.
Girl, you need it. Okay. I mean, you don't need it, but as in, sleep is very important. So that's what I mean. So get your 8 hours, girl. The drama will be waiting for you in the
Yeah,
morning.
I'll be there.
So my son and the girls went to the parlor to debrief. Then she now explains to Carla what happened. Carla now said that, but Michelle opened up several times about the disconnect she felt in her marriage, and that an honest conversation should have been had so that both parties could be okay. That said, as she said, she will never cross that boundary and step into another relationship. And she said that, I'm closest to you, but like this is very uncomfortable. It's effed up. It's grimy, dude. It is dirty.
And also she told her, please give me space. I don't know about our friendship.
Not done.
Okay, you wrote everything.
No, not done. Oh, Carla was, hot. She now said that, okay, that are you guys going to be a couple now? And Madison like, she wanted the 8 weeks to pass before exploring the relationship.
She mad.
That she's not yet sure. There's this part that I was like, yeah, I'm great. She's not yet sure, and she's not sure of where things are with Alan.
I don't know.
Who is Alan? Which Alan?
And I love how Alan's like, I don't see you.
Girl,
You don't exist.
Alan just reduced that girl, and I'm like, that's it was Pina. Camille now said that David thinks it might be something more because David is already telling everybody that, oh yeah, by making it go with. And Madison keeps on saying that, oh, I don't, So Madison said that she didn't intend to hurt anyone, that she hopes that she and Carla can still be friends. This is when Carla said that for her, she cannot see both sides, and since they should have been able to confide in each other, but since that didn't happen, that moving forward, she doesn't want to be involved, and the trust has been broken.
Yeah, and because she also, I think one part you didn't write down was that Carla said she felt used, that you were using her to do your thing with David.
Yeah, because the night they went out to the club, there was 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
It was 2 of them, then David came to meet them. So I didn't write that part down. But yeah, anyway, so I guess that was the last year for Madison. So she's gonna tell David that she's going back to the city, that she really, I think this is when it dawns on her that,
which I find weird because I'm like, David, why didn't you go with her? She's feeling down. You like her. Why were you wait? I don't understand that slow.
Girl, his boys are still there.
Not to call him a slob. That's kind of mean.
Girl, he's a guy. His boys are still there. Please, once again, that this is not how men move. His boys are still there. And the boys, once again, I like the fact that, because if everybody just ice, and girls are fond of that, they'll just ice you out. You don't get to really understand.
The reason why I said slow is because he's everywhere David was around him was dirty.
It's just messy.
Yeah,
it's just a mess. Cans everywhere, cups. What's going on?
6 beers on the can, the nightstand.
Then
he slept down everywhere. Like,
why? What is going on in your life?
I could not be with someone like that.
What's in the
chaos? Dirtying everywhere around me.
Why? Like, even when everybody was leaving the house, I'm like, is this the state that people are comfortable leaving the house in?
Yeah. This is dirtiness. Okay.
Get her dirty.
Grimy,
including
and
Carla,
dirty.
because Carla too left the house in that state, so yeah, grimy.
I mean, Carla doesn't clean.
Yeah, Carla doesn't
clean up after her, so I don't expect that from Carla.
Wancho was like, I'm not cleaning up after Carla this weekend, okay? No. Anyway, so Alan comes back to get his car and he gets his condiments because he's like, my spouses, nobody's gonna get my spouses. Then he still feels bad. He reflects on the past few weeks, and he's just like, and he kept trying, and he just was wondering why it was so hard, and because like surely it shouldn't be this hard if it's gonna work. The person is telling you that it's going, but it doesn't feel that way. Then Carla and Camille come to him, they hug him, ask like how he is and everything. So it's fine that he now talks about all the efforts he put in throughout the relationship, and that like now he's done. He just wants to go and get his life back on track. And to production, he just says that he's done with Madison. He doesn't want to speak to her. He doesn't want to see her. He doesn't care. He doesn't want someone that lies to his face. Like he's like done. The boys see him off. That's Thomas and Juan. Juan obviously. Juan is Mr. Politics because it's like remain civil whenever you and Madison see. That's what is important to Juan. Remain civil. Keep your integrity. Don't let them see you shake. Okay, this is where Thomas said that stupid thing that his team Michelle. Anyway, so now David is leaving. I guess maybe they was trying to leave there. Maybe they say Alan is coming. He just ran away first. So after Alan left, then David now came and said leaving that he apologized to everybody like, sorry for messing up your weekend, guys. So Carla is like, oh, trust was broken and it's unfortunate. Then we go to the city. Michelle calls her best friend, Pastor Carl, to give the gist that I was suspecting, that the text was actually for someone that he was with, and blah, blah, blah. And, the wanted person to see the text and then look at him and blush and whatever. And she said that, eventually it came out. The Pastor Carl now asked, oh, how are you feeling? And the person said she's mad. This I know that this girl does not care. Because the first thing also feel is hurt. She does not care. She's just mad. Pastor Carl said he understands, and
I think she's mad at the whole situation. She's mad at the show. She's mad at everything.
Be mad at the show.
Yeah,
you should be mad at the experts.
A bit of a dud.
You gave me what I didn't want, and that's fair. That's what I told you at the end of last episode. The 3 experts should kneel down and beg everybody.
Too.
No, everybody. They should apologize to everybody.
Except for David. David should have never been honest.
Minus David, but they should beg everybody.
Okay.
Besides David and Madison, because clearly, technically, they found what they were looking for. Camille, they should still beg her because they gave her somebody that is kind of indecisive. I don't like that for her. They should definitely beg her because this is not what she asked for. Ikechi, I don't know. They can't beg that one. She should get out. She should get lost. Carla and Juan, they should beg them because they thought that because Juan and Carla are both playful, they thought that was all that would take to work. That's rubbish. They need to beg Michelle too, because if she really did say she wants like a finance guy, whatever, then they should really beg her. If she didn't say that, if she wasn't specific,
also,
then
can I just say that as epic disaster as this season was, the next season when they are matching people, they better do a bang up job. Like,
I hope that after they learn,
again.
They can't. Well, this is the first in 18 seasons, so I don't think.
Do not do this again.
Hopefully, Affliction does not rise the second time.
Okay.
Hopefully. Anyways, moving on. Camila and Thomas and Juan and Carla outside. They're playing. These are the last two couples standing. And it's just, Carla was surprisingly good at shooting hoops. I was like, Carla,
the boys were bad.
Yeah, the boys were bad.
Camille
won.
Dunking around them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Camille won by one dunk. So yeah.
And then they passed each other on the back, and it was irritating because it was Juan that was passing himself on the back. I'm like, Ogbeni, we know that you were not trying. Please stop this rubbish. Because of all the drama.
And once head he tried. I don't think you did. You never held that girl's hand for once.
Yeah, you didn't try.
You were polite, yes.
Yeah, good, exactly. That's it. You were polite and you stuck to her. That's all. And he said, "Oh, she's his best friend." I said, "Yeah, I can definitely see that you are like really good friends." But you didn't try in the romance side. You never took out on any romantic dates. You never said, "Oh, let's do a bath massage." None of the things that Cameron Thomas did. You didn't do any of that. So I'm not really sure where in your head you tried and then you patted yourself on the back and was so honest. Oh, there was respect. Oh, I've learned to protect my hope. Juan, please. Like, I'm just like, Juan, you're lucky because of all this other drama. That's why nobody really focused on you. But you're also part of you're also a problem. Like, let's be so for real. And we understand that Carla's whole thing was a loss, which is why we're confused that you only brought this thing the day before decision day. You didn't bring it up.
Said that you didn't
you didn't bring it up for the past 8 weeks. And if you brought it up earlier, she told you that she doesn't even care if your partner is into that. So if I told her from early, or maybe she wouldn't have been dragging you to her intuitive healer and all the ones we did not see, and maybe she would not have been saging as much. Well, I don't know about that because that's still at home. I don't maybe she will sage when you're out on your bike ride.
How often do you get evil spirits in your house? Like, you have to be chasing things away and be setting the mood.
In the 2 months that we saw Carla, how many times did she sage?
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like,
Sometimes she just leaves it.
you have to be staging often.
She
Is that how
stages
much
a lot.
bad juju comes into your
Maybe she
house?
almost set the house on fire.
To me,
because
that's
of
wild.
stage.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah. So that's why I like want to stop this rubbish. Like we understand we understand your hesitation and your drawbacks, but like you never voice them to her, so that's rubbish. Anyways, so Alan versus Michelle. And obviously, once again, Michelle is just. She was like, "Oh, did you talk to people when you got to get to your car?" I said, "Yeah, they're very nice and that they're very graceful to me and sweet and all." And he's like, "Oh, that he wanted to extend some of that grace to her." And then during that conversation, production did woo.
They did a bang up job. They dropped the receipts.
This is what they call Emmy. Okay, if they don't nominate, I mean they won't. But if this is nominated, they should create a new category: best expose of the reality TV show. These people went back to the honeymoon. They showed them at the gym. Then they showed them different things. Like when David mentioned he worked out to, what I mentioned it in front
Even
of
before
Michelle.
like when she was
When
doing
she was
that
doing
toast,
and he was
and
looking
they
at
were
her.
busy
He was
looking at each other.
yeah. So then this thing. Then when he mentioned working out with Madison and to Michelle, he said it to Michelle's face. And actually he said that thing. And then I also said that he wanted a reaction out of Michelle. Michelle gave him indifference. So it's like that's what like I do not. It's just irritating that she's the like how do I put it, that she's the face of this whole thing. Because I'm like, girl, get out of here. If I don't butt check you, like hip check you, then they now show them back in the they now show them back in Chicago, right? Chicago. Then they showed when Alan and I didn't write it down, but I'm remembering them. They showed when Alan and Madison played the game, and they said, "What do you like to do after sex?" And Madison goes, "Tacos." And they showed the night when Madison came back and said that she went to Velvet Taco, that she just came back. Not obviously, while mathematicians. It's not like she only eats tacos after sex. We are aware.
After that one sex time.
We are aware. We are aware that it's not like she only eats tacos after sex.
Sure. Okay, yeah.
That's how logic works. It's not that she didn't say she didn't say she only eats tacos after sex. We're aware. No, you're sure it's just saying yes. We're aware that she eats tacos at other times, obviously.
Of course. But not at night. Nighttime taco is.
Is a suspicious coincidence that she ate tacos in the night, right? And she came back at 3 a.m. They now showed her and David come side by side, coming home at the same time.
Every time she was out.
At least for the 3 times they came back to the same time. So
that very first night when they got back home and she went, that girl was dying to go see David.
Yeah.
Go hang out with my friends.
Yeah. So it's like.
So it's so painful for Alan because it was from the very beginning.
Yeah, it's from the beginning. So Alan played it back and everything. And apparently somebody sent him a text apologizing and he just said, "Don't message me again. Nothing she said holds any value to me." Damn it.
I love it.
No, Alan became cold. I love it, but it's just the shock of like the nice Alan and then just switch. That's what I always tell people, that when I'm being nice to them and they're like, "Oh, you're so nice." I say, yeah, if you want to keep seeing this nice side, keep being on my good side, because when I switch, you will be like, "I cannot believe that it's the same," but you will not believe it. And that's why Alan was like, "Oh, you will know that I could have been a different way, but I chose not to." In fact, when he was angry that he said that he dumbed himself down to be with her, like that was the previous episode, and I was like,
it's true, you changed yourself a lot for her. And that was unnecessary. What you've learned.
No, I think he has learned. And Camilla and Thomas, we're going back to the house. Camilla and Thomas are packing. Everybody's leaving because they're like, it's kind of it's done.
It's done.
And and then Thomas goes, "Oh, I was really looking forward to the lingerie." Camille keeps teasing Thomas about this lingerie.
I'm sure the reader they'll finally ask you.
No, they will definitely ask.
Did you
I'm
finally
just saying yes, because she said that maybe it's a position they think. So. Everybody left. Then Alan is packing in the apartment now. I said that 24 hours ago things were very different, and how funny how things change just a short amount of time. Then you see him ripping the wedding pictures, burning the vows. He was talking about all the times he'll be waiting for her, and she was likely with David, because it's true. And at least they should. This is why I thought that they didn't like Madison, but they really were just trying to create a picture, because when they showed Alan at the 3 a.m. when Madison was coming in at the 3-something a.m. and they showed Alan, waiting up for her on the couch. I think he even stirred, and she saw him stir, and she just did like, or she would have heard him stir, but she just did like, she didn't hear and she just went inside and went to bed. And what I find even worse is that this girl was still sleeping on the same bed with Alan while all this was going on. Makawai. Anyways, so Alan packs stuff and leaves, and he leaves all the burnt and ripped things around the apartment.
I don't care too.
I don't care. They meet up with I got the man's friend, this friend's name wrong. And someone said that they got friends that were kind of on their side to come on the show. So David got the friend he got, it was just like telling his friends. Yeah, it was just like how he caught feelings, whatever. And Tola once again said that she knows that David is still wearing his wedding ring at this point.
He said he came to that retreat to work on his marriage.
Yeah.
Like, God.
So Madison should be like so
irritating.
And it's a Downtells production that he sees himself being married to Madison, and I'm like, what?
They better be married by the reunion.
Girl, they're not married. Madison comes to the apartment to see this, the carnage. She said that she has barely slept and she hasn't eaten. That she now acknowledges that she should have talked to Alan, but she didn't have the courage to do so. I've been saying since you're a coward. She now called Amanda. Remember Amanda? She said she's going to talk to that night. She called Amanda, like, look at what Alan did. Amanda was like, what? That is psycho behavior. That's too far.
What your friend did.
And I was like, girl, is it that Madison didn't tell you the full story? Maybe Madison didn't tell her the full story. Because I'm like, if you know the full story.
No, they do know the full story. Remember that Michelle searched her phone and saw that Madison had been talking about David non-stop in conversations with her friends.
Yeah, but how is she framing it is my point. How is she framing the part about Alan is my point.
I don't care. Like, her friends are crazy just like her, so they will say the same thing. Oh my God, that's insane.
No, because if she's framing it like...
at it from an
if she's framing it... Yeah, because if she's framing it like, oh, Alan and I are just friends, nothing more. And then, oh, this David, I like David and everything.
I don't know. I feel like we're being too objective about what a bunch of white girls are doing.
Fair. I would. You'll never see me keeping for a WW. No. So fair enough. Amanda is as bad as me. I mean, that was my first thought, that Amanda is as badly behaved as Madison, because I'm like, you have to call someone that is as badly behaved as you to endorse this rubbish. So Amanda now tells Madison said that she feels awful and she can't get through to him, and Amanda trying to give her advice on message to send Alan, and I'm like, girl, Alan has told her not to contact him again. Why are you violating the boundary? Like, and that's telling Alan not to tell him that she values him more than he thinks,
leave us
and
alone.
she likes to speak with him as her husband says, woo.
Leave us alone.
As a woo. Amanda said he's gonna have to talk to her eventually, and she should let him know she said talk wherever. Amanda, how do you know that Alan wants to talk eventually? How do you know? Are you Alan's other girlfriend? Not everybody's like you people that are always open to accessing everything. Some people, that's their hard line. Once you betray them, it's done. So, I mean, if you choose not to be done, that's fine. But like some people, and Alan, clearly he's still very pissed. Fine, it's true. Maybe 2 months later, he may be open to an apology from her. That's fine. It's possible. But don't give your friend that kind of stupid hope, because it may also never happen. You should tell your friend that what he did was actually very messed up, and I don't think what he did was psycho behavior. He did not burn any of her clothes. He did not burn anything that was hers. All the things he burned were things from their wedding. She's not going to keep them, surely not, because what are you keeping them for? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't think. I mean, he didn't. To me, nothing he did was really crazy. He didn't say what did he do that was so insane? Like, I don't. Anyways, Amanda, you said forget problem. Madison said she feels very bad and like the worst person in the world for what she did. She would like to tell him a side of the story. Girl, you have no side of the story.
Is not the truth, so no.
No, it doesn't even matter if you don't have a side of the story. Alan was being nice to you from the beginning. He was making efforts for you, going to the gym with you, paying money. He ordered freaking mouth guard, whatever.
My thing for Madison and Alan is, again, your side of the story is still not telling the truth. I don't care to hear it. I don't care to hear the same rubbish. I
don't care. No, even if she really tells the truth, I still don't care, because she should have been honest much earlier. That's just the truth. Okay, when everything came out, then you are the one that's supposed to have anything with Alan. You still chose not to. You let David go and do that for you. That was the time you would have had a chance to talk to Alan, and you chose not to take it. So now don't come and act like, oh, you are ready to talk to. You are not. Okay, you are what? Not. Anyways, it's time. Are you ready? Why are you squinting your eyes already?
Just keep it short and brief.
people that we haven't seen in a minute. So they come to meet the expert. Pastor Carl said they're here to talk through. This is council. The three are fully accounted for, three experts. So Pastor Carl, Dr. Pepe, Dr. P are full council. Pastor Carl said they had to talk through everything, determine if there's anything worth salvaging. MM said that she realized there's nothing that she could do to make it work. Pastor Carl asked her what she wished him, and she said, "My mom wishes me peace." Sorry, my mom wishes him peace. And Pastor Pierre said, "Well, that's not your answer." She said, "I wish him the worst." Igechi walks in like that cloud that he is, and everybody just goes. Dr. Pepe asked, okay, what happened? He said that the getting to know you period just went alright. That Then she now asked, okay, what about the bringing of the divorce paper at dinner? He said he didn't mean to embarrass her, and was like, BS. That I'm sick of it. I don't hear your rubbish anymore. You definitely that's to embarrass me. And then they started fighting, arguing. And then Pastor Carl was like, okay, this isn't healthy. Like, Ikechi said, yeah, and that's why I walked out. That the marriage doesn't feel healthy and that it is tiring. Pastor Carl now said that as a long-term married man, I don't have the luxury of leaving because leaving shuts down the conversation. It's common sense. He then said if they want to continue, Ikechi said no. MM goes, definitely not. And then she already made a letter, and I'm just going to highlight some things that she said in the letter.
You have the letter?
No, I don't. So, but letter is called Letter to My Departed. So she said, you are embarrassing. She said, I would wish you well, but I'm God's favorite. My well wishes won't be what gets you any further than where you are in life.
Sure.
And you can take care. She said, I charge for consultations, but this one's on the house. In that same letter, she said that I also have a list of therapists that you can get one of these. You can engage one of these therapists because you definitely need help. So, and I was like, what a classy lady. Ikechi likes to write letters, so she wrote a letter back to him because maybe you would like letters, right? So nice girl, a nice girl. And she also in the letter she said, okay, also here is how to properly file for divorce.
It's quite important.
All the experts are shook and they're like, huh?
But they did still have her side.
They
still
have her
didn't
side.
call him out. I just can't stand the fact that they just left this lady high and dry.
Yeah.
And no support.
Because initially, she was wanting to stay, but after she was like, okay, I don't want to stay, I feel like now they should have gone after Ikechi harder. I mean, they were trying,
Duke
but they
spent half of it, in fact, more than half,
wasn't there.
70% of it not being with her.
Yeah.
Going away.
Mm-hmm.
When he comes, being just a pooper. Like you come here, you're just a party pooper.
Yeah, it's just dark cloud icky. Once it just descends on any group.
Yeah, it's yeah. You're weird.
Yeah. So then Ikechi after the point he walks out, then he goes to talk outside to the production and he's like, this is what I've been experiencing in marriage. And it didn't feel good. Ugh.
We don't see nothing.
Yeah, okay, so final couple. Ew. I hate that I just call them a couple. Ugh.
You don't have a picture of them together.
They don't have a picture. Ew, I don't want to see that. I'm still a hater. Maybe by next week I'll know that. Maybe by the reunion.
Oh girl, no. On today, first of all, I'm not a hater. We're not haters. We don't care. You guys are not relevant in our lives. But
no, definitely not.
It's just we don't rate people that can't. If you do something wrong, just own it. That's all. We can't rate you. So.
Yeah. So David and Madison make the experts. I don't know if I'm reading this as if I'm reading obituary. Dr. Pepe starts by saying that they're personally upset and they want the truth, so what happened and what's going on now. And David started normal story, started in the gym, and started talking. Madison said she started catching feelings for him at the gym, and they used to confide in each other about their marital struggles and stuff. Pastor Carl now asked point blank if they've been intimate. They was like, well, no. Pastor Carl was like, no. It's like, well, if you consider hugs intimate.
I'm like, don't get out of here, grown ass man. What's wrong with you?
Pastor Carl asked again, are you, and the experts aren't really buying it, but they move on. So the people asked how come he sent the text of it looks so good, eat you up, and he said he was shooting the shot. And she goes, how did you do that if you didn't know there was a willing recipient, right? And Dr. Pierre's like, no, I cannot sit here and just pretend like you people are lying. Dr. Pierre's like, please, I don't know.
I don't know why they. First of all, Like, people that are watching this show are mostly adults.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
She's like, you're all lying about having an intimate sexual relationship. But I was like, I also don't believe that. And then he's like, how do you expect us to believe what you are saying? And David says his classic answer, well, you can believe whatever you want. I'm telling the truth. It's up to you to believe or not to believe. Pastor Carl, I like Pastor Carl's line of conversation here because it's like, you know what's done is done, fine, right? Okay, now let's ask, how are you sure that this isn't just a rebound? And then Madison's like, fair point. Madison's the only one that was even saying like fair point. David was still just like, because David is like so gung-ho and 100% in.
He believes he's so arrogant. Like, he's so arrogant. That I think that was the whole thing from the beginning. Is that how can you not like me? That was his thing with Michelle too.
Yeah.
And now that he's got his other blonde queen, he's not like, duh, she's gonna be with me.
Yeah, and I find that ridiculous because Madison is still like, I'm still not sure. And she has been saying since Madison has been saying the same
I don't know.
song
I feel
and
like Madison saying that I'm still not sure. I don't believe her. Do you know why? Because I feel like she's saying that just to look good.
Just to
and
look good.
yeah, I don't believe her.
Okay.
Because we've seen other things prior, them going on dates, and then the next episode of, or not this next, the one coming soon, of them having a bedroom date.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So no, I don't believe
Why?
Madison at all.
No, obviously at this point she has now decided to go all in and stuff, right? Pastor Carl then asked about race because he's like that you wanted a Caucasian man, Madison, and now David is not Caucasian. And Pascal was like, if you saw David outside, nothing will happen because he's not going to be on your radar. And she was usually goes to argue. She's like, okay, fair enough. And then he's like, he now said that the idea of marriage is that we create boundaries and avoid pursuing feelings that. Because the thing is that
you like people.
Yeah, you always find other people more attractive
Yeah.
than like other people attractive.
We've.
I thought we were all adults that we all knew this.
We've been like, okay, we're single girls, and some people like, this is why Madison and David are making that argument that married people can be friends with single people.
Yeah,
married can be friends with other people.
Yeah, you can't be friends with other gender. No, you can't. So
yeah, because clearly
this was your friendship.
Like, many people say this rubbish all that. I've heard it a million. If it wasn't my name, rubbish.
Yeah, save that.
And
talk to yourself.
Don't
even if it's true, save it to yourself.
If someone gives you a compliment, maybe because you're so what's the word, starved, right? Like in David's situation, like it doesn't mean that you're just gonna just jump and act on it.
Don't jump ship.
Yeah.
Like
it's ridiculous.
And what Pastor Carl said that I think is very important. It's just the fact that it was just for 8 weeks. Once again, nobody said that you're pushing our feelings. You could have had your feelings. I could have just still kept it. Like, be like, okay, we like each other, but we're just gonna keep it friendly. Since we have whatever, if we said that we're going to stay till the end,
I even feel like David should have tackled Michelle in the relation without all of this. Like, he should have actually just been like, call her up and the experts to report her directly.
Yes,
because all these other people don't know what.
That's what is paining him. That because he's like, you guys get to see.
Call her up, and that was what MM was trying to do, and clearly those people let her down. But at least in this situation,
if they had known,
you at least there's something on the radar, exactly. So you could have just sat her down for that. I'm trying. I like her. She's my type. I don't. Since there's nothing else, just one thing for me. And since like you guys hit the nail on the head for the one thing, I mean, can throw a stone and catch a blonde, whatever. So fine. You should have brought it up and be like, okay, she's not responding, and they will see it.
Yeah.
Like, she's not responding. Like, what do you then point it to them? What do you advise me to do in this situation? She's not responding. She's not willing to do this, and she would.
We don't even sleep in the same bed. We don't hug. She doesn't even ask me how my day was.
She barely even lives in the apartment, okay? Because for me to be able to be free to do all this rubbish, she doesn't
care where he is. She doesn't text him when she goes out. She doesn't like.
So yeah, we should have had this conversation and sat down with the experts and then hashed it out. And that's why I know that I'm so sorry not to be like insulting someone, but like I just know your intelligence is kind of not there.
It's low.
Cause like that's the way. You don't just run and then do the easy quote unquote easy thing in the moment, because the easy thing turns into the hard thing. You should have brought it up to the expert and say, I've been trying. I mean, now you want to be shout and say you've been trying.
Nobody's going to believe you.
Dude, it's too late for that.
Michelle has won that battle off.
It's too late for that. You should have said it
and
then.
You gave her the gun.
And then ask the experts and the producer, what do you want me to do? Like, I should stay here with someone that doesn't want to be with me? But dude, you were still telling us that you wanted to make your marriage work when
Yesterday.
you were yesterday. Like, make it make sense.
David,
Like, stop.
please.
So yeah, I feel like you should have actually brought the experts on and
So,
had a
yeah.
proper conversation about it, and then tell the expert, look, if Michelle doesn't change within the week, I'm out, and this is on you guys. And if there's any penalties, I'm not paying because this is on you guys.
Yeah.
And that should have been that.
Yeah, definitely.
And then when you step out, you can go, because I know Madison's a bit of a coward, and I know you guys already had a connection. You could have gone and be like, Madison, I'm out. I stepped out of I've left my marriage. When are you moving out of yours?
That's
Which
when
we know
that
Madison will
she
still say
wants,
no.
yeah.
She'll still say no to 8 weeks.
So it's up to you to it's up
and
to
it's
you
up to
if
you.
you want to wait for her.
Exactly.
Or if you're like this.
And she said she wants to see to the end, and you have to wait. But like, that would have been better. Because guess who will look like the bad person? Only Madison.
Yeah.
Not you.
Not you. Like literally, David, you had a clean out. Like they gave you a villain. You just all you had to do was just be right. Shit. That's what's paying me, is that you gave a villain a chance. You know what I don't like when they humanize villains in TV shows? This thing that you did, I've humanized her, because people don't have the audacity to say, oh, it was like intuition. It was not dirty intuition. You guys need to get a grip. The Lulu people, don't dirty intuition. She was fine and smiling until we told her about his house and this thing, and she changed instantly. It was not a slow progression, it was an instant thing. Someone that cried at the wedding, you know, she had intuition. You never dirty intuition. Stop this, please. Guided. Anyways, David tries to defend himself by saying it wasn't the real marriage because of how Michelle treated him. Pastor Carl asked what he wants to do now. David, before the part, oh, I'm smitten, and I see something here. But she said that she's something there too, but she doesn't want to rush into anything, that she doesn't want to be a rebound.
That's what's happening. So whatever.
Anyways, next episode is decision day, so we're gonna get into it. But first of all, we're gonna get into.
I don't think you need to be showing failed marriages.
Okay, failed marriage number 1. No, that's how people can remember what they look like. That's why I want them to see that.
Failed marriages, because.
Failed marriage number 1, Alan and Madison. So it's just, once again, it's just a closure conversation. Alan gets there first. Everybody's like, oh, the experts. Once again, the council, the full council, they are back. They've been on hiatus. They are all back. So, Pastor Carl was like, I'm sorry about how things ended up and all. It's like, yeah, it's cool. Madison walks in. The experts don't even stand to greet her. Nobody even really acknowledges their presence. Obviously they acknowledge her presence, but they're not overjoyed to see her, obviously, because of the circumstance, right? She's said that she wants to apologize, even though it's not going to go further. It wasn't really planned, and she should have been honest about her feelings, and she knows now that that's how she should have handled it, that she sees how much effort he puts in and everything. And after that, okay, that if you were making another connection, why did you make me go through everything that you did? And she's like, everything was real and I hadn't made up my mind.
God, this is not The Bachelor. You don't get to have 2 men and you decide and get out of here.
And I said that he knew realistically that he didn't have to work this hard for someone, and that she'd been doing this with David for weeks and it's repulsive, that he thought much more highly of her and he didn't expect this from her. She now said she came to apologize, said that it's time to divorce, so let's get it over. Then Madison looked sad, obviously. Then asked her what's causing her demeanor, and she's like that she can sense his anger and there's nothing that she can do to alleviate it, and that his opinion of her won't change and it sucks, but she'll have to live with it. And she's like, she doesn't even know what the point of all this is. And Pascal was like, closure, like, Alec, don't you want closure? And I was like, I don't want closure. Madison is easy to get over. Oof. That hit. That the whole situation is like a switch in his mind. And then Carl asked about what about from David. He said that David is like dirt to him.
Agreed.
So Madison's like, she's not going to dwell on the way Alan feels about her and that she's going to move on. And I'm like, fair enough. If you've truly apologized and you feel like you have apologized and you have truly apologized, move on. You don't have a say over how the person is going to receive it.
Yeah, but you didn't truly apologize, but okay.
I think she should apologize, but I think that it was too little too late. And because of
I feel like her choice in words at the beginning, I'm guessing the sense that Madison wants to eat her cake and have it. So she wants to be with David, but she also wants to be beloved by everyone on the show. And I'm like,
and she's a coward.
You can't have that.
She's a coward.
You're gonna have to sit in the fact that you've made yourself a villain.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna
and get ready to be on that show. What was it, House of Villains? Or Traitors. They
said that Michelle will be good for Traitors.
Yeah.
Because they said that if they call Michelle for House of Villains, she won't go. And I'm like, yeah, she won't go. She's like, I'm not a villain. Go and call David and Madison. Like, girl, you're also a villain. You're a co-villain with those people that you mentioned. This one, never yeah, but we'll put that on Traitors. Madison cannot survive Traitors. Let me just start. Anyways, Pastor Carl asked if her moving on included dating David. She now lied, said she's focused on healing. the person that she thought Madison had been trying, but now, I mean, clearly you haven't really been trying. And then Alan said no part of him wants to remain married to that woman.
I love it.
She's now nameless. That was harsh. So
It
that
is
was,
what it
that
is.
was the first couple.
We always say all is fair in love and war.
All is fair in love and war. So okay, let's do this one next because why not? So Michelle comes with the experts. She's once again on a high horse lying about how there's been so much lie. That
But she's not lying about him lying.
No, it's not like about him lying, but she's lying about how involved she was. She now said that
Lying about
how involved she was in the process.
Yeah, that part, okay.
And unfortunately, because David did not report her, like Tola rightly said, if he had reported her, they would have been like, but Michelle. Because this effect the PR would have been like, Michelle. You were not trying. But even Pia should know better because Pia was the one that was talking to her a lot. So Pia should definitely have known that she wasn't trying.
Again, David did not tell
David
them.
didn't tell them.
So
That's
on him.
Yeah. She now goes, and she loves to be the correspondent of this breaking news story.
Because you're saying Dr. is talking to her a lot, but Michelle is telling them she's trying.
Yeah, fair. True. Yeah, right. No, I agree with you, girl. I agree with you. So she's not like, I don't, she like I said, it's correspondence, Michelle. I don't know how involved they are, but probably more than I'm being told.
Of course.
Traumatic much. Then David joins. Dr. Pepper said that they had to just help them talk to each other and like seek clarity. David apologized again, said there was no intention to hurt her.
Right.
That isn't the person he is. Unfortunately, he caught feelings, and Pastor Carl is like, I
Roll
roll.
I'm like, dude, not here, please.
That he says that he should have brought the issues to her instead of treating it the way he did. She's not asking that if that is what you're saying the truth. That's Michelle, and he said once again, that's up to you if you're gonna believe it or not. The piano asked like, where's the defensiveness coming from? He said that honestly, he just checked all of this. He's so done. And Pastor Carl asked him like how shutting down works in relationships, like how because if you shut down, basically communication is not going to happen, right? And he goes, his partner is going to help him bring him out of that.
There was where I was like, dude, you're not even going to heal. You're not going to go do therapy.
No.
You're just going to dump this bad behavior on another person and say, oh, I shut down, so it's your job. No.
It's your responsibility.
It's not anyone's responsibility. Like,
yeah, so Dr. Pierre said that his apology doesn't feel or sound genuine because he's trying to explain. He sounds like he's still trying to explain what he did, and also the fact that he also expects partner to figure out his emotions. So he doesn't seem like he's really owning up to stuff. It seems like he's pushing away a lot of responsibility to other people, which I agree because obviously we know that David was into just the straight white blonde woman, and if Michelle had given him time of day, Madison would not have had a chance. Okay, we know that, and we know that Michelle was wrong. But when you realize that she doesn't want to, at least in front of the experts, just say, what I did was wrong. Yes, my marriage was not good, and that's fine, but I did the wrong thing by stepping out. Don't say, what I did was, yes, I had conflict with that woman, but I wasn't getting the attention. No, don't start like that. Just say, my marriage wasn't good, fine, but it doesn't excuse the fact that what I did was wrong. Say it like that, because what you're saying is the other way. You're sounding like you're blaming Michelle for what you did, which you can't do that. You're a full-grown adult. There was no gun to your head. There was no blackmail. I don't think there was any blackmail going on. So, anyways, then he said that he's owning up to it, but that he's just checked out now. And Pastor Carl asked, like, okay, what's the process for checking back in? And he says, I gotta take time for myself, because at the end of the day, I gotta make myself happy. And right now, I'm totally not happy.
Oh my.
I have to do the house, so you gotta do it like the way he did it. But Pastor Carl asked him if the happiness includes pursuing Madison, and he's like, yeah. And then Michelle laughed, stupid. And then Pierre looks pissed. Michelle and I said that it's hard hearing that because he wants to work on himself, because he's saying he wants to work on himself, but he's also trying to work on his Madison. Like, how does that work? I think finally Michelle gets it, because when Dr. Pepe asked her, like, what does she want to hear from him, she's like, nothing. So according to her,
because he's not gonna
he blames her for everything, and he wants to get that out.
To be quite honest,
you're
getting nothing. So
there's no point. There's no point. I'm glad that she finally gets it, because she kept on going back to him.
I don't see you say Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
No. So then David, so when after that, David was like, oh, like, okay, like, the way you're sounding, because I'm saying this, and like, she's talking like she actually cares. And David was like, okay, so like, do you care about me? She's like, yes, I cared about you. I was here for the past. I'm like, girl, stop it. But anyways, once again, David let this happen, so whatever. And then she's like, okay, what about, do you care about me? And I love how David was like, no. And then she's like, so why drag me along? And it's like, I didn't think you cared. I'm like, finally, this conversation should have been having weeks ago. This conversation having weeks ago. Like, sounds Madison, obviously, but just being like, do you care about me? And it's like, I don't think you care about me because you are not putting in any effort. That you are here, yes, but not for me. For something else, surely, but not for me.
I mean,
Like,
she came for someone else, not you. So
yeah. So, Pastor Kana said that David should give her some credit for staying. David just was like,
he's such a petulant
baby. Yeah.
toddler.
And then finally he removes his ring and puts it on the table. It's like,
Rude.
this ring is, I can't do it anymore. Then Piana asked him if Michelle not caring was licensed to do what he did. And I said that no, of course not, but blah, 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 whatever. Then Michelle said she like a divorce. David said same. Pierre goes that she has lost all respect for David. And Pastor was like, oh, Michelle, don't lose hope in love, blah blah blah. And Dr. Pepe just rounds up by saying that they are sorry they're in this place, that they should learn from the chapter, but this is the end. And David stands up and peace. Deuces.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Carla and Juan. So this one's obviously their friendship is pretty nice. Everything is good. So they have a hot tub date or hangout, and that's why it says that Carla is his best friend. Thinking about where things can go from here. In my head, I'm like, what is this like conversation that people are having? What's this like conversation that she said that she's not talking about how she was being considerate and mindful, and when she noticed that it wasn't being reciprocated, that she was kind of struggling, that the toughest part was thinking that he was giving her what she wanted and realizing that he wasn't giving her what she wanted, and so he kind of panicked about that. And that she now said that, you remember in honeymoon that she said that she doesn't want to have to tell somebody how to love us, silly things. Anyways, look at how it's playing out now. So that she wants him to just be himself, and that she doesn't want him to change, that she's not here to bring more hardship to his life. Okay, now then next time we see them, they are in their apartment discussing the marriage again. There've been a lot of positives. He said that's when Juana said that things are good, but the spiritual is a concern for him, and it's just too much for him. And also they have the physical thing, right?
And she was shocked because this is the first time you're saying it.
That's why I'm like, how can this be the first time you're actually bringing this up? You guys have been there for 8 weeks and you never brought it up. Like, that's ridiculous. So then they have a dance party and then he leaves. Chill people, right? Camille and Thomas. Sorry, decision day. Sorry, I was like,
okay, you're doing it that way. Okay.
Yeah, but just go to it. Carla, the baby girl dressed up. That's the picture I should have used for this. The girl dressed fire. She put herself together, and I don't know why her and Camille didn't go shopping together. But anyways, she put herself together, right? Even Juan was like, wow, you look so beautiful and everything, And then they sit down with the council. Then she's like, Juan is like, she's been a great partner to him for the past 8 weeks. She was like, yeah, we're into the agreements about love stuff until the spiritual stuff. That's where, yeah, he said he found himself checking out. And Akara was like, yeah, she's not looking for someone that is so similar to her, that she actually likes someone that's a bit different, that is kind of balanced and stuff. And he once said that he likes to be someone where they share the same interests, like he gyms every day. And then Pierre was like, okay, but Akara is a Pilates instructor. He said that it's not really the same. And Akara talked about one time when he was trying to get her to go to the gym, but it was like 6 a.m. and maybe she's not a morning person or something. And she was like that. He doesn't feel like he was really trying to get her into his world. And then they asked her that, does he want someone who's the same as him? And he was saying no, and Akara was like, and that's why she gave that example. Then she talked about the lack of physical touch from him, and he also was like, he's not really flexible in a lot of areas, and so he just apologized. I mean, what can you do? I said that he just never felt that magnetism towards her, and this girl said this is her first healthy relationship. Did they not interact? What did they ask these people? Because I'm sorry, your first healthy relationship cannot be your marriage. I don't believe that.
It could be if it's your last relationship. Like,
yeah, and that you've taken time to heal and stuff.
Like maybe. your first healthy is you get into and you marry the person and you stay married. Yeah. It could be, yeah.
Yeah, that one, yes, yeah. But like not.
But for a show, if someone like her should not be on a reality TV show, because of it's just too final.
Yeah.
Should actually try dating outside and get into like good healthy habits with people first.
Yeah.
But
That's what I agree with that.
yeah.
Yeah, so they asked them the question, and Carla's like, yeah, we're gonna get a divorce. We're not really compatible. Obviously, Kwantu said, get a divorce, and then later she said, of all the culture, like my forever person won't say goodbye to me because of any of the things that Juan mentioned, because like to her that's just not enough to say no.
That's fine.
Very fair.
Yeah.
So that is the end of Juan and Carla. Then. Sorry, I forgot to mention the footnotes that David and Madison went on a date. That's it.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, that's why I said there's a footnotes because that's all I have to tell you about it. Anyway, so final couple, Camille and Thomas, they go out, charcuterie and wine flights. Date very cute. They discuss decision day. She brings up moving out again because she just feels like if she never press it up that they'll find themselves on the curb on decision day homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's true. Thomas was shaking his head no. I'm like, guy, this is the truth. Then he now brings up what Pastor Carl said about losing traction if they live apart. That he would love for her to move in him, but he doesn't have the space for that. This would never go apartment hunting. Anyways, whatever. She said that this is one thing she needs from him in order to say yes on decision day, that it just will help her feel prioritized. And it was like, oh, these things are not really concrete yet. But she's like, yeah, but it will help her be more secure in the yes, that she wants to know what he thinks and what his plans are for the future. He said that he has plans in his head. Are we going mining? What is Anyways, he talked about their struggles with vulnerability, because he said that he hasn't really seen her cry and stuff, and he asked her like what vulnerability is to her. She said that she would like to soften up and not always be the planner, coordinator. She'd like to be able to just sit back. Anyway, she's still so upset about this fact that he can't make a concrete decision, and it's directly affecting her ability to be vulnerable, because she can't rest, because being vulnerable means feeling safe enough to open up about parts of you that are not so strong. But if the person that you're trying to be open with is not showing you that they can handle decisions, I can't come and trust you with more things, like more serious things like my emotions and feelings. Now you don't deserve it. She now said that it's too complacent for her. Oops. Then decision day, Thomas brought a basketball. He hid it behind the chair. Like, obviously, we know Thomas was going to say yes because he's in math. And then when they got there, Thomas, see, once again, as somebody as a woman that I'm not very feminine, I've already owned this, whatever, right? But as somebody that also wants to rest, these things that someone said about Camille, I could punch him. He goes, oh, she's a protector, she's very strong. Are you mad? Like, are you mad? God. Then Camille said that she likes to not always be the forward thinker, especially like with the whole where to live. I'm very curious to know where this thing is, because I feel like she said yes, but I don't think they have decided where they are going to live. Then Thomas goes, oh, she's just a better planner than me. Have we heard this before? Oh, you're just a better cook than me. That's why you should do it. Or you're just better at that. You're just better at the children stuff. That's like, oh, that's like literally the lamest, most popular excuse that I feel like men that just don't want to do things use. You're just better at it than me. And it's not that, he's had a 9-year relationship that, things kind of fizzled out. I mean, he cheated, but sure, they fizzled out. That she's worried that, if things will fizzle out, like at some point, if he'll lose interest and things will fizzle out for them. Mm-hmm. And then someone said that he's also worried that they'll get to a point and someone stops working on the relationship, And once again, I think if there's somebody that sang a song, not more than Camille, once again, she said that her softness will come with him stepping up. Like, if you're not stepping up, the softness is not coming. Mm-hmm. And I understand, because you can't just live your life like, if your decisions affect me and you're not making decisions, I have to make decisions. I just have to, because then I am affected negatively. Yeah. So why would I leave it to you? Mm-hmm. I've left it to you. You didn't do anything. I'm going to take it back. That's it. So for people that are trying to say that, oh, she's not letting him step up. What do you mean by she's not letting him step up? She literally has left the house decision to him. He still hasn't said anything. It's decision day. Mm-hmm. What the hell do you mean she's not letting him step up? How is she not letting him? What do you want her to do? She should not even bring it up. She should be homeless. Mm-hmm. oh, we should just go back and live. Then that means that she didn't really value the marriage, because if she was like, okay, I'm not gonna bring it up, whatever. If he doesn't decide, if he doesn't want to, we're gonna live separately. Whatever he wants to do, he wants to do. That's rubbish. Then that means she never cared now. So I don't really understand people that think Camille is she's aggressive or whatever things that people think. To be honest. She had the decision time. Thomas comes with the basketball and he says the basketball says on his let's stay married. So he presents it to her on his knee. And then Camille was trying to deceive them that it's like, oh, I don't know if it's acceptable. Then she said yes. Then they said they love each other. Kids, fun times. So I have nothing to say apparently.
Girl, I'm tired of all these people. I feel like I'm being trapped in a loop.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Like, when is this show ending again?
Girl, it's not in 10 times soon, but
Oh my god.
I was almost over. I'm ready with decision day, so now what the post decision day party. So they always have an event after decision day where all the couples come back to hang out, reminisce, whatever. And if you watch it, you know that fights usually do break. That's normal, standard. So it starts by like Iki coming to see Juan at his factory, and I was like, what? And then apparently that's what the party is. I'm like, oh, okay, warehouse, sorry, not factory. Then comes in, she's very polite, so she even says hi to Ikechi, lovely. Carla comes looking spicy again, but she forgot to use the blue tape because her whole nip slipped. And I can't remember.
To censor it.
Yeah, and nobody saw it to tell her hello.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah, for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then David and Madison came together. I was like,
matching colors. They're being that lame cup. I'm so sorry.
Girl, they're not lame, okay? I do love an uncle.
No, you don't get it. What? It's not about the uncle. Okay. It's them doing the uncle. Yeah, they're lame.
They're losers, yeah.
No.
And I'm so about apparently Madison explained the red.
You want to be so obvious to the people you left behind that you're together. Like, no, why now? Why can't you just be cool? Like, I feel like if you're ashamed of what you did in the moment, you should just be calm about it. Like, yeah, just try and be humble in their presence, just so that they feel better about themselves. Because you guys made Michelle cry in the end. So.
I don't care about that.
I know. Yeah, I don't care. Yes, I know.
So apparently, Madison explained later that what happened was that they were going for a costume party afterwards, and so that's why they had the red. That's why she had the red. You know, we were asking about the red eye makeup and stuff. So that's why she had the red makeup. They're going for a costume party afterwards.
The two of them together.
Yeah.
So they already doing things as a couple.
Yeah, so that probably explains why they were also dressed similarly, just because they're going for the whatever. So, anyways, Alan, I love how Alan. So David is obviously Mr. Jovial. He greets everybody, which is Alan. Oh, Alan, I was like, I'm not gonna.
I feel like David is insane. Actually, like, I'm so sorry. Is there issues up there?
Yes.
Because like, are you well? Like, do you know me as a person? My personal space is my body is my sanctuary, right? I live in it. You hurt me and you want to touch me. Are you well? That's the way I'm seeing it. Like, how dare you try to come near my temple? You know? That's how I say, how dare you unclean Philistine. You know? Come into my temple. Hello.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah, breach the threshold.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like Alan was like, I'm not just gonna shake your hand. And I'm like, cool. Because I like the fact that Alan was not like, some people just like not even talk to, but I like that he told him that sometimes verbalize it. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna shake your hand.
And he still trying to shake him again. I'm like, oh my god.
And it's like, dude. But I like the fact that he was like, no, I like that I told him that I'm not gonna do this. So, anyways, everybody sits down together. Then Camille tells the group they decided to stay together. Carla tells the group they're getting a divorce. Then Juan asks MM how she is. She says she's still put up finding a partner, that everyone knows how much effort she put into it, and it wasn't reciprocated. And Ikechi was behaving so much. So they're like, what is it? And I said that it sounded like a political speech, and that he didn't get the all that she supposedly was talking about. So, and then it devolved into a fight. Then Eminem said that accountability is not something that Ikechi is familiar with, like, you know, because he used to be accountable for coming to the retreat with a divorce paper. He now said, thank you, boss.
Such a lame person.
Then she now explained the whole relationship and how he stonewalled her for weeks.
Yeah. And
then everywhere just basically scatters. Then Eminem walks away and Madison and Camille go to comfort her.
Yeah.
And this is where I have to point out that isn't Michelle meant to be like her bestie or whatever, but that one nowhere to be seen.
I don't know what that one was doing.
I was like,
what was she doing?
I don't know what she was
doing.
Getting
a drink or something.
See, rubbish. I'm like, girl.
I don't think she was in the circle when that conversation.
But she would have heard it. It was not a quiet conversation. Yeah. It was a quiet conversation. So when MM is away with the girls, she goes, he has no soul, he has no empathy, he doesn't care about anyone but himself.
I agree. We all agree. Whatever you say about him.
No, I agree. Then this is the part that just offs me because I did not know, because you know how they showed it as only Juan and David. Then next thing we see that Allen was there too. You remember now? Because I thought that, oh, just Juan and David. And Juan was like, oh, David, what have you been up to, man? And then David goes, oh, I went out with Madison. And the camera pans and I see Allen is there and I said, oh, yeah.
Even one, why are you setting up questions? Like I do not like people like.
What have you been up to? You did not have to mention Madison.
I know, but okay.
Well, you know that David is stupid.
Yes,
because I'm like, what?
You could have talked about work.
Yes, now what have you been up to? That's a very general question.
But I'm still sus of one.
No, this one is not one.
Okay.
No, this issue that David is of low.
Edit, cut. Don't put that in the video.
David is of low intelligence. That's the problem. What?
Why is it that what have you been up to equates to Madison?
That's my point. You know,
Madison.
guess I'm like, what's your brain? Oh, God.
Okay. I thought one was doing that whole thing where
no, you just said what have you been up to?
Oh, peace.
No, one is not like that about this. No, definitely not. Because one saw how angry Alan was now.
I take see how he says apologize. I take it back. I was wrong.
Yeah. So, and then I said, well, Alan, I just want to apologize to you as a man. It was unintentional. And I was like, I'm just gonna cut you off right here.
Thank you.
That it wasn't unintentional. The remaining parts, like, just
stop saying it was unintentional. Like, dude, you passed intentional a long time ago.
Yeah.
Your actions. I don't know why people act like when you fall in love, it's unintentional if you keep the love going. You have to actively fan the flames of love.
Yeah, exactly.
Like everybody knows an action word. People like saying. Talking about love like it's just a feeling, the actions attached to it. Yes, it's one of those unique words where there's a feeling and an action attached to it, you know. But yeah, you have to fan the flame of love to keep things going.
And they fan that flame hard.
Yeah.
Because the love is burning bright.
I mean, you guys are going for in fact, your friends know you people as a couple. Trifling behavior. Trifling.
Like Carla said,
it was not a secret.
Grimy.
Everybody in this show did not know, but your world they knew.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Then so they was like, okay, I understand, man. Try to shake his hand again, and then it's like,
are you well? Like, are you? Is there something wrong with you? Once again.
David just wants to like, we're boys.
Yeah, we're
like,
not boys.
No, we're not boys. This is not
beyond.
Broke. You smashed.
Yeah, you
broke
it. Please get out of here.
Yeah.
I wish Alan is still cool. If it was me, I'm like, get out of here. Like, are you well?
I like how Alan is handling it. Alan is
he's handling it so well. So
friendly with everybody else, but those two people, like, you people are
so
dirt to me. Like,
so well. So well.
Then Juan is like, Juan is Mr. Peacemaker. Like, I just appreciate how you guys are handling this thing. Just handling it so well.
See,
so
this
mature.
is what I don't like. But okay.
No, but true, because David could have been annoying and tried to keep forcing it, but he respects. Once Alan says no, he like.
Yeah, because he deals with embarrassment. He hates to be embarrassed.
Yeah, and I love it.
Been embarrassed twice.
I love it. And then I was meanwhile, Thomas is rubbing his wife. They just pass the top box and him and Camila do like this. I'm like, what?
I mean, they're enjoying themselves.
I'm like, not because I went to say this to Michelle, like, you're definitely out of the loop.
You were sleeping.
You're out of the loop.
Allow it.
Because even Carla that was sleeping, she was able to still, you were, I don't know when. So Thomas and Camila obviously, because she's the girl and so she knows the gist, but like she doesn't transfer the gist to him because.
No offense, maybe Thomas is really hard to give gist to it. They'll probably be dragging and asking questions. I'm like, someone with this.
So Thomas is in his own little world. If you tell him that David and Alan were fine, not talking, he will be like, they didn't talk. We don't even know. Then one was saying that I hope that you guys will come and we'll be friends one day.
Again, this is why I don't like. See, okay, I don't like that. Okay, don't make me take my apology. I take it back. What is wrong with you?
That's why with Juan. Juan is this, let's all be kumbaya.
No.
And it's like, no, sometimes there are things that are done, there are lines crossed that you can't uncross.
No,
yeah, there are lines of they can't uncross. And then Madison comes to come and sit beside David and like, oh yes, I really hope that we can be friends. Then at this point, everybody's back together. So Thomas like, oh, did you start a while back? Or did you guys start off as friends? And David sang the song again. They started in the gym.
They practice this.
And we just
this is when you have your crisis and you have your what do you call it?
PR.
Yeah, your manager.
They're doing your speech. So it started in the gym.
Same story. Nothing changed. Rubbish.
And then, anyways, we know me, I don't like Michelle. So any bullet she catches, I'm here for it. Madison now said that the situation was different because her and Alan, it wasn't like there's definitely it wasn't like 100% sure it was going to be a no, but David and Michelle was definitely. It was definitely going to be a no decision day. Michelle was still at the bar. So we tell me that Michelle had been at the bar since when so she's just
But she's still there now.
I said that
So
she that
never-
she don't that she don't come to say that she's just there at the bar.
Yeah, I think she was keeping her distance from those two.
Rubbish.
That's fine.
Then to the point that when your quote unquote your closest friend is upset,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's rubbish. Anyways,
I don't know
you know how I
what
feel
the
about
timeline-
WWs,
yeah.
but anyways, then Michelle now said, do you want to wait till I get here before you talk? And then I said like, sure, babe, come on, let's talk. And then that's where we end this episode. Obviously, we're going to continue at the party next episode, and Michelle and Madison are gonna
upset.
scream at each other.
She says she feels like they're winning. Girl, if you put that in your head, then they'll be winning. You need to see them for what they are, a lame couple.
Yep.
Period. Like, what does she get? Your leftovers. Cool.
Not very less about her rejects, because she didn't even take part of it.
That's it. And then too, like whatever, like and I hope that anyway, I don't care. And then they show us
Next time, MM
has a new man. David is talking. Not David. Sorry. Alan is talking to.
Alan says experimenting with the things. So Alan is talking to somebody.
Yeah, he's talking to
talking
someone
to Juan. So talking to Juan about how he's trying to explore.
And then we see these losers doing a date in the room. We don't care.
Yeah, her birthday. She's on Thursday.
I don't care. But anyways, I don't care.
Leave us your thoughts.
Leave us alone. Leave us out of this.
I don't know why they're bringing us into this chat. We
don't care.
Want to know about their sexual.
It just shows you that the experts and producers are two separate entities. Producers, okay, they're here for a good time. Experts are like, oh, we're trying to do. Yeah. I think this is why the show is not working actually, because maybe the experts will say
not on the same page.
Yeah, they're not on the same, because I feel like the experts will say, I don't think this person should be on the show, and the producer like, oh, this is going to be good for drama. I think this is what's happening. This is the disconnect, because
then if I'm a truly ethical expert,
you should leave. You should leave. Probably you should leave. But anyways, we did it.
Yeah.
2 episodes.
Yeah, we crushed it. Once again, like, subscribe, comment, let us know your thoughts. Who are you team? Please don't be team Michelle.
No, you guys have to be team.
You're gonna be blocked.
Dety and Mimi.
Yes.
Review things.
Period. But if on this show, we're team Allen. Okay, this is team Allen page.
Team Allen. Okay. We're team
no
Allen.
Team Michelle.
We're team MM.
Yeah.
There was a team.
Team MM.
Yeah. We like everybody
Camille.
else just fine.
Yeah.
Team Camille too.
Yeah.
The people we don't care about, once again, I don't care about David and Madison and whatever they're trying to show. Remember, absolutely does not care about Michelle.
I do not care for that.
Me, I'm indifferent on Michelle.
Whatever
like I can see the good and the bad.
What's the good?
Yeah.
There's nothing good about that girl. The only good thing that she's fine and she has some fashion sense.
No. The good was that she was like, I'm a dog with a bone and I ain't letting
Poirot now. It's down to Poirot. Okay,
yeah, so that's the good.
I still maintain that a producer is the one that planted that bug in her ear.
Let's give it to her. It's okay. Let's allow her to feel. She might have cracked the code.
Okay.
So,
congrats on your Peabody, Michelle. I guess I don't know what the heck. Go become an investigative journalist. Okay. Yeah. Go find out who is the source of Boko Haram's money.
I'm indifferent about Michelle.
No, she's gonna find out the source of Boko Haram's money. Then I can't give her that credit.
And I don't know why I'm indifferent, but I'm just indifferent about her.
That's fine to be indifferent.
Yeah.
I was indifferent until she said that she was to take on this crusade of his scorned wife, and I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this.
It just juxtaposes itself so well because David is not helping.
David is so. That's why. And I can't say that I'm so irritated at David because I'm like, dude, you just give her this loaded coin. There's so many things that you could have done that she would not even be able to talk the way she's talking, because everybody at every turn people be like, okay, but Michelle, yeah, everybody's be like, they are taking it too far. Even I know the experts they were able to be honest, so they've been telling her that no, Michelle, nah.
When you said gone, I was doing that thing where when someone starts to sing a song that ends in gone.
little toy guns in my head. So
yeah, the one was in my head was the one from Chicago where it says
yes, the gun.
But anyways, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back next week, hopefully.
Yeah, or next week.
Hopefully, I'm side-eyeing someone.
All
right. Bye.
Bye.